In the dojo, we always say that, what's the purpose of training? Like, why do we train and why do we, show up on a regular basis and do the same motions over and over and over again, right? There's only so many ways you can kick, punch, throw, choke, and, grapple a person because we all, are built relatively the same way. But we practice those things endlessly and we'll continue to because something that I think is really valuable to share with you has proven itself true under those circumstances. And that thing is that under pressure, you fall back into the default of your highest level of training. So that's where that repetition all of a sudden comes alive, and that consistent practice and commitment to consistent practice comes alive, because it's like, okay, well, if I've spent 10,000 hours training a particular technique, then under pressure, I'm going to have the benefit of that whole 10,000 hours show up for me. But if I've only spent 10 hours training a technique, then no matter how good the rest of my techniques are, under pressure, only 10 hours of my experience in executing that technique under pressure are going to show up under pressure, right? So I would almost substitute in what we're talking about the word awareness for the word training, right? So under pressure, my behavior is going to resort to the highest level of awareness that I had before the pressure was imposed upon me. And that sort of speaks to, in a physicalized sense, the power of training, and in a conceptual and experiential sense, the power of awareness. So as soon as you're able to describe and speak about things that you're noticing, you're already 80% there on the journey of being in a powerfully restorative place of new choice around that behavior, then you might realize that you are, right? Because the awareness under the pressure that's causing you to trigger into a default behavior is the thing that actually safeguards you from just falling hook, line, and sinker into your old miseducation and the learning from your traumas, right? That's the power of awareness. And that's where every time we face something unfair and traumatic, and then we're conscious that we've acknowledged that thing, that we've accepted the effect of that thing, and now we're choosing to make a different choice underneath the pressure of the effect of that thing, our awareness grows, right? None of us can ever be perfect. None of us can ever have everything all figured out and every injustice restored and every unfairness corrected. But boy, when we're aware of the power that we might be able to, that right there is the game changer.